Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. HGM here, and we're back on the PTS, checking out the Stonethorn DLC. And one of the biggest changes coming this patch to the Stamina Sorcerer class, we have a new Spammable for Stam Sorc. So I wanted to hop on and check it out. So it's under Dark Magic. It's actually the new morph of Crystal Frags called Crystal Weapon. Encase your weapon in dark crystals for 4 seconds, causing your next light or heavy attack to deal additional physical damage and reduce the target's armor by 1,000 for 5 seconds. After casting, your next non-ultimate ability is going to cost 10% less. Really interesting. It has an armor shred and it reduces the cost of your next skill. A lot going on with this one. So I want to see if it's any good. And if I might use it on some Stam Sorc builds coming up. So something the Stam Sorcerer has been asking for quite a long time. Here's what it looks like. You can see that's the animation, has kind of a purple color. You see the dark crystals, which, I mean, it looks okay. It looks all right, I guess. I like the coloring of it, but the animation is actually copied from another skill, which I was a little disappointed with, to be honest. It's an exact copy of the Psijic Order skill Crushing Weapon, and actually it does basically the same thing. It's basically another version of Crushing Weapon. You can see here's what Crystal Weapon looks like, and then if I were to cast Crushing Weapon, exactly the same animation, just with a different color. So, yeah, a little disappointing as far as that goes. I really wish they would have given it a new animation, or even just used the same Crystal Frag animation, but made that maybe a different color. I mean, it does look pretty cool depending on the weapon. Like, here's Bow, for example. Bow looks pretty nice. I like it. But yeah, same animation, just a different color. Now let's try it out and see if it's actually good. Here's how it works. Basically, you cast it beforehand, and then when you hit with your light attack, you'll get the extra damage. You can see here's the difference, light attack, and then here's a light attack with a crushing weapon. So basically 2 hits in 1. That's without an enchant. Also, the nice thing, which makes it better than Crushing Weapon, is that it works with a heavy attack as well, because the buff lasts for longer, so you can Crushing Weapon into a heavy attack. And I think Bow is going to be a nice option for this too. You can see if we back up with our Bow, Crushing Weapon with a Bow, here's our light attack, and then 2 damage sources when you cast Crushing Weapon before. It also works obviously with the Bow heavy attack, which is going to be nice for that double damage. Now, something you can actually do, which you might be thinking about, is you can combine both. You can do Crystal Weapon and Crushing Weapon together, and then check that out. You got 3 hits together, all in one. That's without a glyph. So 2 hits for Crushing Weapon, you get the 3rd. Now, it'll be a lot of damage when you're fully buffed. I don't have any champion points or anything on this character, but a lot of stamina. Basically, you're doubling your stamina cost, so I'm not sure how viable that would be necessarily. Of course, you can do that in melee range too, so it might be powerful, you know, for some PvP burst builds, possibly. So that's definitely something you could try out. And, you know, as far as comparing it to Crushing Weapon, Crystal Weapon is definitely better. Crushing Weapon is expensive, you guys. 2,400 stam versus about 2,000 stamina on the Stam Sorc version. Remember, you also get the armor shredding on this and the cost reduction of your next ability. So this is definitely better than Crushing Weapon, which is good because it's a class skill. It's not like a generic skill that anybody can access. So I do like that. And something else to think about here too is under Dark Magic, the passive called Blood Magic. This is something that Stam Sorcerers have never been able to use. When you hit an enemy with a Dark Magic ability, you heal for health, and that's based on your max health. So you can see right here, with my regular light attacks, I don't get any healing, but once I'm using Crushing Weapon as my spammable, you can see now every attack I get healing back. This is going to be something actually really nice for beginner builds and new players on the STAM Sorcerer who don't have heals right away. Now you have a heal on level 1 basically, which is actually really cool. So both Magicka Sorcerers and Stamina Sorcerers can benefit from that passive. Like I said, it's based on your max health. So the more health you have, the more healing done that passive will do. So as far as the skill goes, I mean, it's fine. It's good. It has some nice secondary benefits, which any class spammable should have. So that's really nice. I think the disappointing thing is just the animation. You know, I would have preferred them to use the Crystal Frags animation, I think. Instead of basically just copying and pasting Crushing Weapon to the STAM Sorcerer, I mean, it doesn't feel unique. Just to show you, I'll go ahead and respec to Crystal Frags. Here's what the base animation looks like. And then here's what the Instacast looks like. I think that would have been really cool personally. That's what I would have preferred, is just a stamina morph of that. I mean, I think that's really all Stamina Sorcerers were asking for, is just do a basic Stam morph, right? Same thing with like Flame Whip from the Dragon Knight class that we got last year. All we wanted was a Stamina Whip, right? And then they created something completely different that we didn't ask for. That's okay. I mean, it has unique effects, but the animation looked bad at first too. So who knows? Maybe they'll change the animation. Maybe it's just a placeholder animation. Here's hoping that, you know, my fingers are crossed that it'll look better eventually. But for now, the skill is good. I'll definitely consider using it on some builds. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like the skill? Are you going to use it? What do you think of the animation? I'd be interested in hearing what you guys think. Till then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. Subscribe for more ESO news and new content coming out with the Stone Thorn DLC. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.